Mommy, wake up.
Oh, hi friends. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Falling asleep in the middle of the day. Oh, supposed to be up already, showing my friends how to tell time. It's 11 o'clock. Look, this is what my clock says. I'm holding an analog clock from my home. And I can't believe I fell asleep. And it's so late already. I'm usually up at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in the morning, I fell asleep. I'm sorry, friends. Well, now I'm up and I'm going to show you guys how to tell time. Teach you guys how to tell time. So look, I made an analog clock like the one I have at home. This is a real clock and this is a make-believe clock. One that I made from home that I know my friends can make also using a round paper plate, putting numbers on your plate from 1 to 12. And you could take construction paper and put a hole in your plate, take construction paper, make an arrow, and then put it in the hole, and then you can make the arrow go all the way around. Look, see, here's the arrow. Stuck a hole in the plate. Stick the little arrow inside the hole. And this is your small hand on the clock. Now, the reason why you see one hand on my clock right here is because that small hand is a hand that shows the hour, that goes all the way around the clock, and it tells us the hour on our clock. So for example, if we start at number what does this say? 12. I know my friends know the number 12. 1 and 2 is the number 12. So if that small hand is on the 12, that means it's 12 o'clock. Okay? If that small hand goes to the next number, that shows what? 1 o'clock. My friends, I know they're so smart because they know their numbers. If that small hand goes around the clock, it shows 2 o'clock. If it goes here, it's 3 o'clock. The small hand goes right here to this number. What number does that show? 4 o'clock. And around to 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Now, what happened if it goes right here in between? Right there. It will still show what? 12 o'clock. It won't show 1 o'clock until it goes directly on that number. If it goes here in between, it's still 1 o'clock. It won't go to 2 until the arrow point directly to 2 o'clock. So this is the clock that I made using the small hand on the clock that goes around that shows the hour. So now I made another clock. Here's the other clock I made out of my paper plate that I bought from the Dollar Tree. Also, I put the numbers and I put the handle, and I have the small handle which shows the hour and a big hand that shows the minutes. Now, I know this is tricky for my friends, and I know my friends is not really ready for this, but I know they can learn how to tell time if they practice, and I know practice make perfect, so I hope my friends will learn to practice. Well, let's give you an example. So the big hand is on the 12, that shows the minutes, and that big hand that goes all around the clock is counted by 5. So let's just say that I take my small hand off the plate, and I'm only using the big hand because remember, the small hand on this clock shows the clock by an hour. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. That's the hour hand. Big hand is counted by 5, which is the minutes. So let's start with 12 and go all the way around. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So when that big hand is on a 6, it shows 30. Keep going. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That big hand is showing 60 minutes. Okay, so when it goes down to 6, it's showing 30 minutes. And when it come back up to 12, it's showing 60 minutes. All right, so it's a little hard when you're working with the big hand and you're working with the little hand. So if I have the big hand and the little hand that shows the hour, we know that's 1 o'clock. If it moves, we know it shows 2 o'clock. Okay, but when that big hand moves, then it changes from 2 o'clock until what? 5 minutes after 2. So it's hard. We have to have mommy and daddy to help you learn how to count by using the big hand, which shows the minutes, counting by 5, and the little hand that shows the hours. So right now, it is, what time is it showing on my clock at home? It shows 5 minutes after 11. See how that big hand? The big hand is on 5, counting by 5. And the little hand is showing the hour, which is 11 o'clock. So it's 5 after 11. All right, so I hope my friends get to understand how I'm trying to teach you how to tell the time, and you use your numbers. And remember, the big hand, the little hand, you can make that by using a plate and cutting out arrow, using construction paper or something that can be moved around, maybe O-tag. So I hope my friends had fun learning how to tell time with Jean today. Enjoy your day, and thank you for watching the analog clock that I made for my friends. Okay, have fun. And you can always start in the beginning by just using the one handle that just shows the hour. Okay, and then eventually you can use the big hand and the little hand that will teach you how to do the minutes. If you just want to use the big hand, then let's count by 5s and go around until you get the hang of it. All right, friends, so I hope you enjoyed the lesson on how to tell times. Bye-bye.